What is going on, my patriots? How y'all guys doing? This is another edition of Joel's News and Views. If it's your first time tuning into the broadcast, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell up top. Without further ado, y'all didn't come to see me tonight. Y'all came to see my man Jericho, and here he is, the one and only, the myth, the legend, the man who always say, "This isn't the mall." Jericho Green, baby. What's up, Jericho?
Hey, you promised me 8-year-old heads to sniff. These girls are 9. What up, man? Can you hear me?
All right. All right, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. Let me get this settled in. Yeah, I can hear you. I gotta set my stuff up. My
Okay.
other system is acting up. So I'm about to cut it on off. Hold on. All right, y'all can hear me now?
I got you, man.
All right, y'all can hear me? All right, fantastic. That's all I wanted to hear. So once again, y'all, welcome to another edition of Joe's News and Views. How y'all guys doing? And this is Jericho.
What's up, man? Good. Thank you for having me back. Appreciate it.
So Jericho,
Always a
man.
pleasure.
All right, I'm about to do it the old school way tonight. I'm about to take my stuff off because my computer want to act up. So let me do it this way. Put everything on default. All right, can everybody hear me? Can you? I think I can hear you now. Say something, Jericho.
You got me? My wife's mic's working on my end.
And say it one more. Say something one more time, Jericho.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Testes. 1, 2,
Yeah.
testes.
Fantastic. We'll do it this way. So yeah, man. I don't know what's going on. My system want to mess up. I'm not restarting it. I got you here. We're gonna keep rocking and rolling. So Jericho, I had to get you on the show because when you told me that your brother is very well versed in all of this that's going on in Afghanistan and everything else, I was like, yo, I got to get Jericho on the show because Jericho made some very strong valid points. Now, let me ask you this, Jericho, because you're the type of guy, you've been in this whole thing longer than I have on the conservative side. Was you shocked or surprised when you saw what you saw between your own eyes when the Taliban just overtook the country just that quick when Biden made that decision?
Well, first of all, um, let me say that the last live stream you had me on the panel, you
Yeah.
did a great job, man. You run a tight ship. The questions were good. The pace of the live stream was good. You held control over everything. I mean, you did a great job. I want to start by saying that.
Thank you, brother.
Um, yeah, man. But there's so many things about that were surprising. First of all, that we pulled out the military support before we pulled out the civilians because the civilians are civilians. They don't fight, they're not trained, they're there to do a job under the protection of the United States military, which left before they did. That was the first shocker. Second was the fact that he blamed it on Trump. It's not a surprise, but he blamed it on Trump when Trump's option was just one of a few. He had other options. He didn't have to do it just because Trump said it. Judging by the way he acted on his first day in office, he didn't want nothing from Trump because he was undo that executive order simply because Trump did it. But now here he wants to do what Trump said to do. Okay. And then they left all that shit behind. You got these fools. Like I saw a picture and I was thinking, if they saw them from a drone, how are they going to know that they're Americans or not Americans? Because they look just like us because we left every piece of uniform, night vision, guns, ammunition. I mean, it's like that scene from an action movie where you're a kid where they open up the wall and it's just all kinds of handguns and machine guns. I mean, the Taliban, I don't know how they contain themselves. See, I know I'd be happy to see a cache of weapons like that. And then how quickly it fell. I mean, again, he's blaming the Afghan army and them not absorbing the training that they were given with, with all these billions of dollars thrown behind it. But these people, these soldiers are in survival mode. They're not going to sit there with no American backing saying, I helped the Americans. What are you going to do? Well, the Taliban says, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this rusty machete. I'm going to yell, Allah Akbar, and then I'm going to saw your head off on the internet. That's what the Taliban's going to do. So, of course, these people are going to say, man, you can have it. There's nothing. We took their air support, everything. I mean, what do you expect these people to do? But yeah, man, it was quick. And didn't he just tell us 5-6 weeks ago that I don't see the Taliban taking over Afghanistan? You're not going to see another Saigon 1975. There's no more Al Qaeda left. There's no more ISIS. Now there's reports that there is Al Qaeda. There is ISIS. I mean, this is just a runny shit sandwich, man. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's all part of the grand scheme, whether it be from China or our own government. Is this going to be the excuse for Biden to step aside and the Kamala, the Ugandan nightmare, step in there? He can say, man, you really screwed the pooch on this one, Joe. You got to go. So that way they can get their girl in there. And according to them, we can't say, well, you planned this. This is your plan all along to get Kamala in there. They'll just be like, no, look what he did to Afghanistan. He has to go. Or is it from China's angle? China loaned us the money to go fight in Afghanistan, and now China is running Afghanistan with the Taliban, and we still got to pay China back the money we used to fight the Taliban. What kind of shit is this? So, man, again, room full of Hollywood writers, gun to their head, they couldn't write some shit like this.
Yeah, and see what was crazy is that they told what I was gonna say. Yeah, what's crazy is that the whole time that when this was all going on, it seemed like the president act like he had no clue of what was going on, which to me is either A, this guy has real fucked up mental issues going on with dementia and he needs to be removed, or B, this guy just is reckless as hell, and this is just a sample of what we're going to experience for the rest of our days while we seeing this guy in office. Because no way in hell you're going to tell me you're a president and you did not know the risk of what's going to happen with that situation. Not to mention, Beijing automatically stepped in and started working deals out, just like you said, with the Taliban, and even promised the Taliban that they would give them financial support, which is word around the campfire, to keep this thing going. Now, Asians around in that area look out for other Asians, and not to mention, too, the Beijing has a real strong tie with the Taliban because they got resources they can get from the Taliban to keep strengthening their manufacturing market. So why not?
Yeah,
But
you
yeah,
can't.
crazy.
When you give somebody some money, which China is about to do, you can't tell them how to spend it. They're not going to give the Taliban that money for those resources and say, now make sure you don't go out and bomb the rest of the world. That's exactly what they're going to do. They are reinvigorated. They just they just took a double shot of espresso, man. They're pumped. They just made America step back. These people, they wear sandals and got Soviet era AK-47s, and they just made the largest military presence this planet has ever seen back up. Now that's no shot at the soldiers and the airmen and the sailors themselves and the Marines themselves. I'm talking about the leadership. So they made them back off. These dudes are pumped. And now you got a training facility that you don't have to hide Come on back. We don't have to radicalize you at home. You can come back like the old days. Come back to the training facilities. Remember them videos of them going across the monkey bars and shit dressed like Al Qaeda? Those days are
Mm-hmm.
back. Now you got a training facility. We got the best. It's like it's like Alabama football team. I know you're
Yep.
from Georgia. Sorry about that, man. I know how Georgia feels
Yeah, I
about
can't stand that.
Alabama. Well, let's say that it's like University of Georgia football facility, man. It's
Yep.
going to be the best of the best. They're going to have the best trainers. They're going to have the best weapons. They're going to have the best facilities. They're going to have the best tactics because China is coming in there with a fat checkbook. China's just going to sign the check. Taliban, you go ahead and fill out the amount because it won't matter. And China, the only thing faster than the Taliban taking Afghanistan was China getting to Afghanistan and shaking hands with the head of the Taliban. I got you. The money that you've always wished for to fund your jihad is here. And some of it's coming from the people that you're about to blow up because America's paying our back our debt. I'm going to take that money and give it to you to kill the Americans.
God almighty. And you know what else is so twisted? When I see our military, the Marines, they're like sitting fucking ducks right now. They can't even go in Afghanistan for shit. They want to, but they can't because they've been told that they got to stay in this little perimeter by this airport that's got a fence up. And to hear our government say, we're trusting the Taliban to work with us. Man, come on. Who that's like trying to trust a Unabomber not to blow up the Empire State Building.
Yeah, exactly. That's like saying I'm gonna. That crackhead told me they were gonna bring me that bag of crack. They won't take any out of the bag. They won't do it. Yes, they will. It's
Yes.
it's disgusting how. And if you and me can figure this out from our living rooms, then I imagine that these situation rooms we've all grown up seeing on TV, I imagine they have to know it too. And it is unbelievable. Not only that, but how we look to the world, how the rest of the world not only going to look at us like, are they going to leave us? Are they going to abandon us under this idiot? But handing over the keys to the city, so to speak, back to the Taliban, who is basically Al Qaeda, who is basically ISIS. They're all one and the same. They're all helping each other out. Taliban's going to give ISIS a place to train, and then they're coming after us. And you think any of those 30 to 50,000 refugees that they're bringing over by the plane loads? They got private airline companies. They got the governments making them donate planes so they can get those refugees over here to Europe, to America. So you think they're fully vetting these people? You think they're not sympathetic to the Taliban? You think the Taliban might not have their kid, at gunpoint somewhere in a warehouse saying you better do whatever we say or else? There's surveys over there that find that more than 25% of people in those countries think that suicide bombings are necessary. So some of those people are coming here. Some of those people are going to come here and they're going to pull some shit off. There's going to be another 9/11. And then what are we going to do? Boots back on the ground in Afghanistan, or the Taliban saying, damn your August 31st exit date. You don't get your people out of here by then, we're going to have a problem. Okay.
Mhm.
So now they blast some American citizen in the head on the internet. What are we going to do? Boots back on the ground. We shouldn't have been there in the first place. That should have been special operations all the way through because the country of Afghanistan didn't pull 9/11 on us. Al Qaeda did, more specifically, Osama bin Laden, who we iced 10 years ago. He got double tapped 10 years ago. So we got the dude we came for. Why are we still there? We should have never been there in such numbers. It should have been SEAL Team 6 all day long. Bang, bang, bang. Here's a deck of cards. We got them all. Let's get out of there. Let's not put 100, 200, 300,000 boots on the ground, thousands of lives lost, thousands of our men and women coming back different, whether mentally or physically. And it's all for what? So Halliburton and all those guys can make a shitload of money so they can privatize everything and have the Marines wearing wet uniforms because the company didn't get their check and they refused to dry them. What kind of shit is that? That's what we got over. There should have never been in those numbers. That was bullshit, man.
And here's the thing, too, Jericho, that's crazy about this whole damn situation. And this is what I was talking with one of my military buddies that's still in. All right, so right now we seeing all of this going on with Afghanistan and things of that nature. Okay, they say, all right, we're going to rescue the people out. All right, we getting flights, but the flights are mostly refugees and very little Americans. Now,
Mm-hmm.
how the fuck does that make sense? I thought that they're supposed to be bringing America back, right? That's what he keeps saying. So I would think America would be first, right? Your guys
Mm-hmm.
is the one in the deep here. You supposed to make sure your military guys, your American guys are first, and then the other people. Okay. Hey, guess what, refugee guy? I do what I can to get you in here. All right. If I can't, don't worry. We'll try to get you on the next load. Because you got to get us out there first. But they're not doing that. I mean, we got people hanging off the bottom of the airplane. There was a little boy, I think a little young kid. He was 18 years old. I say little boy because my son is about that age. 18 years old, man. Fell off the plane. The boy was trying to get to America because he didn't want to be here because he know he would never have a chance to play sports
Mm-hmm.
again. He said it's a ruin. He said I ain't gonna have no chance to play no sports. The Al Qaeda's back. They don't believe in that. They're gonna make me do whatever the family tradition is supposed to be. That's not what I want to
Mm-hmm.
do.
Yeah, I mean, you ever hear of anybody hanging on the belly of an airplane flying to Afghanistan from America? Hell
No,
no. Hell no. But
no.
just imagine, with our American lifestyles, just throw all this Biden bullshit aside and all this crazy, the LGBT critical race theory, throw all our issues aside. This is the greatest thing this planet's ever seen by 1,000 country miles. And just think with how bad it would have to be for us to want to hang on to an airplane to get out of here. That is our American minds, our westernized minds can't even comprehend that. But that's what
No.
these people are willing to do to get the hell up out of there. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it's about to be with the Taliban back in charge. And there's this guy, you might know him. He was in office not too long ago, and I believe he probably would have told Al Qaeda, "Give us our people, or we're about to drone the shit out of you. We got a drone over your pad right now. I see you. Pull your pants up. We see you. Give us our people back, or when this drone returns to the base, it's going to be a little bit lighter. It's going to release some of its cargo on you if you don't give us our people. Period." There's
Yes.
and the reason some of these refugees are getting out before the Americans is because, as we all know, it's not what you know, it's who you
You
know.
know.
So in this case, it's not who you are, it's who you know. And if you got powerful people over here or in Europe, you're going to get on the plane before an American citizen, which is disgusting.
Yes.
Absolutely disgusting. I am sorry, Afghan people, about the things you're going through, but I got to get my people out of here first. I got to get my
Yeah.
family out. I got to get my family out of here first. Your
Yeah.
house is on your house is on fire, but instead of getting your family out, you grab the goldfish and the turtle. What
No
the fuck?
sense.
No, no, no.
No sense.
No, 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 no.
No.
Before you know it, American citizens, you're going to be back here eating McDonald's, going to a baseball game. You're going to be back here like that. Not
Hell
no
yeah.
damn, not no damn Afghan refugee. Are you kidding me? Shit's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. And what else is crazy is the reason why that really pissed me off about the whole situation is that Biden lied to us so many times. First lie
Mm-hmm.
was, hey, nobody's getting killed. They're going to work with us and, they go to the airport. Everything's going to be peachy. Okay, we're hearing gunfire. Americans getting beaten. Then he was like, okay, guys, listen. I ain't heard nothing about no Americans getting beaten. And the women, don't you worry. The women are
Mm-hmm.
safe. They're a new Al Qaeda. They're not the same anymore. The Taliban changed. They're not like
Mm-hmm.
that. They want to work with these girls. They want to make sure they're happy. Women getting beat on video. You see it all over Instagram, everywhere. Not having a burqa. Woman got shot in the head because she didn't wear a burqa. So you're
Mm-hmm.
telling me that they changed? No, they haven't, you assholes. They're still the same. And then he's going to turn around and say, we're going to work with the Taliban to get the Americans through passage. And now we got this. The deadline's dead. If we don't hurry up and do something, we're all gonna be. They're gonna basically gonna fuck us all up. That's left in there. Man, this is the biggest tragedy ever. This man need to be. This need to be treason, bro. He needs to be impeached and he need to be charged with treason. Fuck a court martial. Straight treason. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah, well, we've seen presidents get impeached for much less. We've seen presidents get impeached for phone calls that they released the transcripts to. We've seen presidents get impeached for uh, a skirmish, if that, on January 6th. But pulling the guys with the guns out before the people without the guns out, no, that's cool. We're going to let that one slide. I mean, the mainstream mediocres are lightweight getting his ass for what he's doing, but not how it should be. Not how if Trump did that shit. Come on now. If Trump did this shit, are you kidding me? Like they would be, and especially with the House and the Senate ran by Democrats, it would be a wrap. And it should be if he were to do some stupid shit like this, but we know he wouldn't because he was about us first. There's no way. Say what you will about his tweets and about the dumb shit he said. Trump was a bull in a china shop. Nobody ever said he was no damn polished politician. That's how he got the job because he wasn't. But one thing is for damn sure, there would not be 10,000 plus American citizens left over there. Now, hold up. This ain't 10,000 American citizens left in Puerto Rico. This ain't 10,000 citizens left in Europe somewhere or Eastern Europe somewhere or South America somewhere. These are American citizens left in Afghanistan. That's where they are. That's a very dangerous place to be an American citizen. That's a very dangerous place to be an American woman.
Yep.
I went to places. I went to places in that part of the world where when we pulled into port, they give you what's called a port brief, and they tell you where you should go and where you shouldn't go and why, because they will have somebody seem like they're in distress, and then here we come, Americans. We're good people. We're good. We're the most generous society this planet's ever seen. So a car's on fire, something, we run in to help. They've loaded the car with propane tanks. We get too close, boom, the car blows up, we're dead. Shit like that. So you're going to drop off American citizens in a place like that? And this was 20 years ago. This is before 9/11 kicked off, before we've been over there bombing the shit out of them. So they're extra mad now. And you're going to leave us over there? And imagine how the Americans feel. Could you imagine being in a Middle Eastern country and they know you're there and they know there's only one way out? That's the thing. There's only one way out. One road into the airport. That's the only way out. Why they haven't been bombed back into the Stone Age is beyond me. But like I said, I know a guy that we had in there. This shit wouldn't be happening. Straight up. General Soleimani, al-Baghdadi, they all got their 72 virgins, and all these motherfuckers on the ground will get theirs too.
Now, I got an anonymous source that emailed me that's got somebody close to them out there, and they said that the whole thing is way deeper than what we're seeing on the news, saying that it's mostly a setup and that there's more than just one country involved besides Beijing, China. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They're even saying as far as it possibly could be Syria involved as well, which I wouldn't doubt it because Syria got a
Pakistan,
stake in this too.
Pakistan, they were hiding bin Laden. They knew we
Yeah.
hated nobody more than bin Laden, and they were hiding his ass in a compound somewhere. So
Mm-hmm.
Pakistan too. But we can't trust any of them. That's why we need to be gone. And there's a way to
Mm-hmm.
be. You're hard pressed to find somebody who says, "I want American troops to stay there. We want them to come home." But there's a way to bring them home. There's an order to bring them home. I wish we could have all of our servicemen and women here and point our guns outward. But there's a way to do that, and it was just handled like a fucking idiot. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Just what was that? Something about Mary where he said, "How the hell you get the beans over the Franks? How'd you take the soldiers home for the civilians? The soldiers
Yeah.
got the guns; they can defend themselves, but the civilians don't." And then what message did that send our allies, our real allies, like England, shit like that? People who have been through it, been side by side with us through all these wars. What does that say to them? They didn't have these worries when Trump was in office. They didn't have to worry about us leaving them high and dry, them finding out that we're gone after we're gone, them getting a text message. I'm back home. Wait, what? I didn't know you left. Like, that's just so many unthinkable things happen. And I guess they're not as unthinkable as they once were.
Yeah, exactly. Now, here's another thing that I want to talk to you about also because I'm gonna bring this. I meant to put that in the email about the whole governor recall. Here that is getting a little nasty over there in California because I'm hearing that the LA Times wrote a disgusting article about Mr. Larry Elder. I even reported on it, calling the man a white supremacist in a black face. And to me, they swear out, and it was written by a black journalist, a female black journalist, by the way. They keep
Mm-hmm.
saying, these radical lefts, that they don't want racism, but they say some of the most racist stuff, especially against their own people. When Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Elder is a highly intelligent man who has proven time and time again of all the accolades he have done in California, what he has done for California inner cities. In fact, he's really the only politician in California that has the guts to be in the inner city since the 90s and been working with the youth. So why in the world would you go and degrade that man because he wants to make things better? That is, disgusting
Well,
to me.
in California, it gets no more liberal than this. So you're at the tip of the spear of liberalism in California. So you
Mm.
can't have anybody, especially somebody that they deem a victim, somebody that they need to be a victim so they remain relevant. You can't have them not reading from the script. And even though I've never heard Larry Elder say anything mean about anybody, any group of people, so there's no reason to come at him like that. But he's a threat. I mean, if he wasn't a threat, why would they write an article about him? Why would they attack him like that if he wasn't even on the radar, so to speak? So he's a threat to him. And anybody who's looked behind the curtain, who's seen the emperor has no clothes, is a threat to them because they depend on people not doing any research. They depend on people just blindly following their emotions and believing everything they say. It's like, who doesn't want this? It's like when they pushed all that gay marriage shit. It's just people in love. Who doesn't like love? Huh? Put your hand in the air if you don't like love. Well, yeah, nobody has a problem with love, but anybody with half a brain cell knows that was just a Trojan horse for the shit we're dealing with right now. So when they have that kind of language, that they use against somebody, and it's funny because if she were white, don't change the words, none of that. Just change the color of the person who wrote them. All of a sudden, it's a problem. But since she's a person of color, she can say whatever she wants, and nobody comes harder at you than your own. The meanest, most vile shit I've ever heard, online is from people that look like me. So they never come. No one comes harder at you than your own. Just like Muslims, nobody kills more Muslims than Muslims. Period. So with the Taliban, Al Qaeda, whoever the fuck it is in charge over there, the people who are going to pay the most are the Afghan people, which is why they were holding on to the belly of a C-17 falling from 2,000 feet in the air. They know what's coming.
Yeah, and not to mention too, I think the reason why Jericho, because I did my research too, a lot of people are basically saying that Larry pretty much got a lot of these liberal votes, okay, going his way too. Because a lot
Mm-hmm.
of liberal people, even the ones that's supposed to be extra woke, are tired of what's going on in California. They're tired of being locked down. They're tired of not having their freedoms, and they're tired of all this violence going through the roof.
Yeah, people vote with their wallet, man. You can talk all the shit you want at your little parties, but they vote with their wallet, man. They don't want to pay these high ass taxes with nothing to show for it. They're tired of paying these high ass gas prices when you step over the border to any other state and all of a sudden it's cut in half or less or more, I should say. People are tired of that shit. It's ridiculous. The policies are getting too liberal. They're paying people to stay home. These people who own businesses don't have anybody to run them because the government's paying them. And the state government, too, is sending out stimulus checks to keep people in home. They're tired of this bullshit. People are pulling out of here. They're leaving 100, 200,000 people a month leaving California because everything is too high and we're not. And it'd be different if there's something to show for it. It'd be different if we have the best roads you've ever seen. Our schools are performing at the top of the list. That'd be totally different. But we're not getting that, yet we're being bled for all this money. The average American pays 14% in federal tax. The average Californian pays that plus another 13.7%. So almost 30% of your check is going in taxes if you live in California. And that's bullshit. It's too crazy. They got it to where whatever sex you identify with, you can go to that prison. Well, guess what's happening? You got a bunch of men that are transitioning into being women, going into women's prison. They're already getting pregnant. They're already handing out condoms, but you won't see a woman transition to being a man going to a men's prison. You ain't going to see that bullshit. But
No.
how crazy is it that what you identify as is where we're going to send you to serve out your sentence? What about you have no rights? What about you're a criminal? What about we're trying to punish you? We're not trying to check all the boxes and make you feel as comfortable as possible. You want to feel comfortable, keep your ass free. But we shouldn't be sending people to where what they identify as, how they feel, for what? Who gives a fuck? Anybody checking on the victim, see how they feel? But that's the crazy bullshit you're dealing with out here. Look at Bruce Jenner. Are you kidding me? Look at that fool. Like, how do you take that seriously? That's what we're dealing with here. You got homeless pissing and shitting in the street, homeless encampments everywhere. It's an eyesore. No matter how rich you are, you got to come out of your little gated community at some point, and what you see is fucking terrible.
Now, and you're right. And what's crazy, and moving on to other matters, because I know you've been seeing this too. Ever since things is going down in Afghanistan, we have been having everybody transition back to talking about this damn mask mandate and vaccinations. Now, maybe I'm fucking crazy here, but if you got a crisis like Afghanistan going on, the world could be in trouble. You got Syria, Pakistan, everybody probably involved in Beijing, China, and Russia too. Wouldn't you be worried more about that than a damn vaccine and making people mandate on masks? Because people grown enough to know if they need a mask or not. People grown enough to know if they need medicine or not. I mean, it's not rocket science. If you're not healthy, you're not taking your right medication and vitamins, like you were saying in a lot of your broadcasts, you got me saying it too. If you're not taking care of yourself, you're not promoting taking care of your body and shit, then it isn't going to fucking matter anyway. But we need to matter about what's going on over there. But I see all of the mainstream media, MS-13, and NBC and them, all talking about that. Now, CNN's kind of talking more about how fucked up Biden's been lately, which is shocking to me. But most of the time, the other news outlets been talking about uh, this whole mask mandate. That's all they keep talking about. Vax. They try to run away from what's going on overseas.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't get that shit under control in Afghanistan, it ain't gonna matter if you're vaccinated or not. When somebody detonates a vest at the mall, or some shit like that, or drives a truck through a crowd, or some shit like that, you think Al Qaeda gives a fuck about some gun laws? They'll figure out a way to kill us.
Yeah.
And speaking of Afghanistan, Afghanistan's population is 0.6% vaccinated. That's barely over a half of 1% vaccinated. But you're bringing them here by the thousands, but you give a shit about COVID. How is that possible? How is that possible? I don't even want to talk about the fucking southern border. You can't even call it a border, because the word border implies a line of separation. There is no line of separation. Come on down. We might as well have Bob Barker standing there with that little tiny ass microphone saying, "Come on down." Who's the next contestant on? Who's the next contestant on Fuck Up America? It's ridiculous. But they ain't serious about no damn COVID. That's a distraction. That's a way to keep people at home so they can send them those government checks, so they can pull that fucking lever for the Democrats, because everybody wants to be Wall-E and not get off the couch and go do shit. And the government's like, we will gladly pay you to not do shit as long as you pull that lever. And that's what they plan on doing with these fucking Afghan refugees. How come you're willing to fly some people all the way over here from Afghanistan, which is what, 10,000 fucking miles away, who ain't going to assimilate? They are religious fanatics in a lot of cases, so they're not going to be hearing that American bullshit. You think they're going to step off the plane and grab a piece of apple pie and start waving a flag around? Hell no, they're not going to. They're going to come here and turn wherever they go into little fucking Kabul or wherever they're from, and they're going to pull the lever for the Democrats. Now, you're willing to do that for some Afghans 10,000 miles away. Cuba's 90 miles away. They swim here. And they're coming from some real bullshit too. And you want to tell them don't come? You want to tell them don't come? They tell them don't come because they're going to come here fresh off some fucking communism, voting like Republicans. They ain't falling for that bullshit. And they're going to Florida with DeSantis? Come on. They're going to get a taste of that undiluted American freedom. See, by the time the further you go west, they add more water to that shit. But right there, you get some of that real American freedom. So they're going to step off that plane tasting that. They ain't voting for no fucking Democrats because they just came from it. They just came from where we're headed. So when they get here, you damn right, they're going to take that American flag, they're going to wave it around, they're going to start singing fucking the Star Spangled Banner right there and kiss the ground. And the Democrats cannot have that. They cannot have pro-Americans coming in here, meshing with the other pro-Americans already here. They need some anti-Americans that are going to vote for the Democrats who are also anti-American.
And you know what's crazy, Jericho? I remember when you told me my home state, South Carolina, was a part of the I want a refugee.com adoption. I thought you were lying until I researched and I said, oh no, not my state. Not, not my state. It's not going to be red no more. It's about to be blue. I'm staying
Yep.
my ass back in Georgia. This is crazy. This
Yep.
is so crazy.
Falling over themselves, breaking their necks to get those refugees there because you know what those refugees mean? Federal money. That means more federal money going to be flooding into that state, and they can skim that shit right off the top. Just like the Mexican government, they love having Mexican illegals up here because their number one source of income is remittance. That's when Mexican people come here and send American money back to their family there through wire transfers because the Mexican government skims money off the top. That's their number one source of income, not tourism, not produce. It's remittance. So of course they're going to do that shit. And it's the same thing bringing those people over here. It's fucking insane, man. It's so plain. And these people are supposed to be smart. They got their suits and their podiums and their nice fancy offices. I went to the state capitol building a couple years back in Sacramento. I mean, it looked like a fucking cathedral in there. The artwork, the attention to detail, the carvings, and the vaulted ceilings with like the fucking, you know, the Sistine Chapel. I mean, it was opulent. It was like, wow, I didn't want to sit down. I didn't want to, you know, touch anything. It was like that, the living room you weren't allowed to go into as a kid. It was so nice in there. And so you see that, you see their limos and shit and their stupid meetings on C-SPAN, and you think they're smarter than us, but those motherfuckers don't know shit. Like my dad would say, if their brains were dynamite, they wouldn't have enough to blow their fucking nose.
Now, here's another thing too that I want to bring to you that you could probably use as a talking point. I'm not gonna bring it up because I'm giving it to you. I feel wrong. They just found out that the general and Rachel, Dr. Rachel Levine, aka Man, and General Milley played football together in college.
Wait a minute. Which team did they play on?
I don't know, but that's what this bro got on Newsmax. I'll let
Had
you
to pick a
find that
team.
one out. I ain't gonna report on that. I'll let you have that one.
Oh my goodness, man. Of course.
I'm not touching that shit.
Of course. Look at this crazy shit. Of course they played football together. Look at them now. Look at them now. Gee, man, what the fuck, man?
Oh God, bro.
How do you even look at that, Dr. Levine? How do you even look at that? How do you look at that with a straight face? That fool looks like shit. And what do you think the rest of the world thinks of that? What the fuck, man? That fool is crazy as shit, man. Oh my goodness. Of course. I bet there was a whole lot of ass slapping in that locker room. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God. Bro, I was the same way. I can't.
A room full of Hollywood writers with guns to their head couldn't touch this shit.
Oh my God.
What
All
the
right.
fuck?
Now, here's another one that's gonna make you feel good about it. I know they talked about it last week. I didn't know if you read about it or not. I know Officer Tatum talked about it, but CRT, black father, actually went in on that ass. Another black father said, "I'm not supporting CRT. I'm a descendant of slaves. I'm not a victim. This is horse shit. I'm just paraphrasing it. We're not standing for it." And they voted against CRT. The whole school was like, "All right, we're not doing it." It was amazing. I was so proud. I mean, his speech was powerful, man. He made everybody stand up.
He said, you know, he said, I tell my kids, you're only victims of poor decision making and laziness. You're not victims of, how would you tell somebody that, number one, somebody has control over them because of their skin color, and you can't seem to get past it because of your skin color. That's just a fucked up thing. To no decent parent is going to tell their kids that they can't do something because of what they look like. I
All
mean,
right.
that's just what's up.
All right, I was gonna let you know before you finish. I got one of our fans that said, "Mama Bear said, hey Joe, please tell Jericho I wear his shirt everywhere. Please, please, please."
Hey, that's what's up, Mama Bear. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you for representing and spreading the word. I'm glad to know I'm not alone. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, man, it's gonna take people like that. It's gonna take the people who are supposed to be victims of this shit to stand up and say, this is fucking ridiculous. Why would you tell your kids that? That's child abuse? Why would you tell your kids some fucked up shit like that? You tell your kid you work, especially in this country. I don't know if they tell their kids in other countries, but in this country, you work hard, it's yours. That's why people come here from nothing, less than nothing. A friend of mine, he told me about this coworker he had. They were from Nigeria, I think, and they would keep their most valuable possessions in Gatorade bottles because Gatorade bottles are waterproof for when the monsoons hit and their shit gets washed away. They came from that to his daughter is a doctor at a very prestigious hospital in Central California. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. You tell your kids to work hard and it's yours. That's what made this country what it is. That's why we have our Ellis Islands, because people said, so all I got to do is work hard. There's no caste system. There's no fucking oppression set up in the structure. This is for me. And they still do that. Like I said, you ain't got no planes leaving here with anybody hugging on the bottom, trying to get out of here. It ain't going to happen. Well, I can't say it ain't going to happen. Biden just got started. But as of right now, that shit ain't going to happen. And that's what makes that's what keeps us as a beacon to the world. But this CRT shit, not only is it a distraction, but it's a Trojan horse. You know, they can't, something as big and powerful as America cannot be destroyed from the outside. It has to be from the inside, and it has to be from the top to the bottom. And right now, that's what it is. And that CRT shit is part of it. They have to soften the next generation. They have to soften the males. We are the guard dogs. You can't break into shit if there's guard dogs because their job is to repel you. So they have to soften the next generation. They have to let them know that and when you're made a victim, you're absolved of any responsibility. So you get your little colored ass out there and you act a fool. You break shit, you hurt people, you kill people because it's not your fault. So then you got the white kids, more specifically the white males. Man, maybe I am a racist piece of shit. You know, maybe I am inherently bad because of the color of my skin. You know, man, maybe I am too masculine and it is too toxic. I shouldn't do that job, or I shouldn't join the military, or I shouldn't be proud of this. And that's how they get radicalized to do fucked up shit. You make them think they're part of something that's bad and they can't help it. But it's all part of weakening that next generation. It's a long game. Like I say with China, they helped us finance this war 20 years ago. This is the long game. This is low and slow. This is smoking meat right here. Low and slow. And that shit will be tender or fall off the fucking bone. And that's what they're trying to make happen to us right now. They don't mind 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. How long has Islam been here?
Forever.
Thousands. They got time. Remember that video, that little crip? I got time today. I got time today, cuz. Yeah, they got time.
All right. So I promised everybody the last 10 minutes to 12 minutes of the video, I will give them a shot to ask you a question. So I'm trying to do that
Let's do
tonight.
it.
Okay, now, first off, my wife, who really came on here to see your ass, said, hey, hey,
Hey, what's
Jericho.
up? What's
She
up?
said, hey, what's up?
What's
Every
up,
time I tell
Mrs.
her I got
Joel?
you on here, man, she be like, I'm going to see Jericho. So I'm going to give everybody a chance to ask questions right here, right now. So anybody want to ask Jericho a question, put it on, type it in, or you can super chat it, and I will make sure that Jericho will answer it while we have him live.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, not everybody at once. Everybody talking about they want to ask the man a question. He here.
I'm here. Let's hear it. What do you want to know? Inquiring minds want to know. Maybe not.
I guess not. I guess everybody won't be silent tonight.
I guess I.
Everybody was like, "Oh, you got to have him ask a question." Now everybody got quiet. All
I
right,
guess we answered them all.
I guess so too, cause ain't nobody answering nothing, man. Hey, okay, my wife got one. She said, "When are you coming to Georgia? Because you got your brother lives out there near me, so that's why my wife want to know when you coming to Georgia."
My brother actually, he's overseas right now, but I was actually talking to him about coming out to visit him because it's been a long time since I've been out there, and it's actually coming up on fall. So fall and spring is the only time I'll do Georgia. So because other than that, maybe some winter, but summertime that's definitely off limits because it's too fucking hot down there. But coming up on the fall, yeah, I was talking to him. I'll see if I can put something together. And I already said if I make it down to Georgia, I'm gonna hit you up. So that's the
Yeah,
plan.
that's right. Hey, my wife love to cook, so yeah, she probably cook y'all something.
Hey,
Me and her
let's
both.
go.
So we love to cook, so that's cool. All right, let's see what else we got that had asked. So okay, this is Roger right here. Roger said, "Will Camel Toe Harris take over and win?" You want to know what you think?
Oh shit, man! I wouldn't be surprised if they were making plans for her dumbass to get in there by the end of the year. Because you see how fast this Afghanistan shit's falling apart, and really, I think it's all hinging on that August 31st exit date. Because the Taliban's saying "fuck you," and the White House is saying something else. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if we really are going to work with the Taliban, or some bullshit like that. But I think much sooner than later. It's the plan all along. That's why they were floating that 25th Amendment shit last fall, so they could trot it out and get his ass out of there. So my official answer, I wouldn't be surprised if it was by the end of the year.
Me too. I agree with you. Now here's another one. Jake asked the question, will you ever run for office?
I've thought about that, man, but to be honest, if I do, it'll be in the future when my kids are, a little older and out of the house, because you know how that shit gets, man. You get in, you throw your hat in the ring, and it gets nasty, and I don't want any of that shit to get on my family. But yeah, I mean, why not? I can't do a worse job than these fucking dummies.
All right, Mama Bear said, Jericho, what do you think about Cali moving to Vegas? Basically saying, would you ever think about moving to Vegas?
I mean, yeah, well, my wife and I would that was on our radar, but again, it's that fucking heat, man. I live like I know people think California is either San Francisco or Hollywood, but in the middle of California where I live on the coast, look, summertime, growing up on the 4th of July, what's the average temperature where you live, Joel, on the 4th of July?
Oh man, that jumped like a humidity like a 94, 95-ish.
Man, we ain't got no damn humidity here on the 4th of July. It is not uncommon when they used to do the fireworks show where you'd see the fireworks go up and then you would just see the clouds, the fog turn different colors because you couldn't see the fireworks. I'm talking like 65 degrees overcast. When we do fireworks, California fireworks in the backyard, we got sweatshirts on and beanies. So that's what I'm dealing with in the summer. Our hot weather comes like in October, November, and you're talking like 90 degrees tops and zero humidity. So moving to Vegas, that's a huge undertaking because it's right under the devil's taint. It's hot.
All right. Now another one says, do anyone know about Bogino had no show today? I did not know about that. I don't know why he didn't have a show. Do you? I don't know. What's up, Jericho?
What's up?
And another one, Book IT asked the following: what's up with your job and you going to go full time YouTube?
Um, my job, I mean, it's cool now. I'm mainly there for the benefits. I wouldn't mind going full time YouTube if I'm making that kind of money. Yeah, I'd get the fuck out of this rat race in a heartbeat. Yeah, I'd definitely do full time YouTube if it's enough to support my family, to a certain level. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll be out quick as you ever see the old cartoons where they leave so fast it's like their silhouette still there for a second. Yeah, that'd be me. Pew.
And y'all got to understand too, man. Like over there in California, the cost of living is really high.
Yep.
So that's why you see a lot of YouTubers like Jericho and them still have a regular job, even though they got all these subscribers, because it's not like someone, if I was living in the South and I had that many subscribers, I could chill and do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
it's a trip, man. You know, if you want to rent, like, say, a 4 bedroom house where I live, you're looking at like 3 G's.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm. $5 a gallon for gas. Oh yeah, it's as high as giraffe pussy out here.
All right. All right. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we got. All right, here we go. It says, "Hey Jericho, did you hear about the COVID-22? It's a new variant that they're supposed to be worse than the Delta. Do you think they're just trying to scare us?"
I have heard about that, and yeah, of course they're trying to scare us. That's what this is all based in fear. You know, when you're scared, you know, you abandon all logic, and that's what they're hoping for. They're certainly trying to scare us. That's what got them this far. That's what had us wearing fucking masks, and that's what has New York. You can't even go out to eat or some shit without a vaccination. The Las Vegas Raiders, you can't watch a game unless you get vaccinated. It's all about fucking fear. Meanwhile, Nancy Pelosi standing in front of 1,000 people. They're sitting elbow to elbow at these tables, elbow to fucking elbow, and she's up there talking. Who knows how much that fucking demon got paid for that? But hell yeah, it's all about fear. And there'll be a COVID 23 and a COVID 24 and a COVID 25. That's what they fucking plan. They got this shit all lined up. And
Yeah.
these variants, when you don't have a vaccination and you get COVID, your body creates antibodies to fight that shit. The COVID gets in, it's in you, you got it. But your body figures out a way to make the antibodies, and you're good from there. You get this vaccine, you get COVID. COVID says, all right, motherfucker, you vaccinated? Let me go get my cousin, Delta variant. And it's going to mutate and get around that shit. There's no way to stop it. You're not going to stop that shit. What needs to happen, we need to go over there and shut down that fucking Wuhan lab and let China know that all that money we owe you and all that shit, no. We're good. We have a clean slate with you. Our tab has been paid. We ain't giving you shit. Look what you cost us in lost job, loss of life, our economy. Fuck that shit. China, no. We ain't giving you shit. What you gonna do?
All right, and let me just get the super chat from Nate. Hold on for a second here. Nate says the following. Nate says, "Thank you for the $5 super chat." He said, "I'm a Bay Area native here, San Mateo. JG moved to Portland 5 years ago. Listening to your channel takes me back. Tough Bay Area mother you are." That's right.
Oh, San Mateo? Whew. Oh yeah, man. That's nestled deep in the Bay Area, man. You paying shit, man. It may be expensive down here, but you get to the Bay Area, oh man, yeah, that's a whole nother level. The median rent in San Francisco is $6,000 a month. And you know, you go on the other side of that bridge, you go on the other side of the Golden Gate Bridge from San Francisco, you get to Marin County. That's where Nancy Pelosi's district is. That gets real expensive. Sausalito, all these little expensive ass towns. Oh yeah, man. You
Jesus.
got to have money to live in Marin County. That's just known. And
Wow.
San Mateo, oh yeah, San Mateo's right there on the traffic. You won't believe the
Oh,
fucking traffic in the Bay Area. People hear about LA. Yeah, LA is something, but Bay Area traffic, man, don't you even think about leaving the Bay Area after 2 o'clock. You about to hit that on ramp and you about to see brake lights as far as the eye can see for hours every day. Fuck
mm,
that traffic, man.
all,
Oh,
all,
and
all, all good.
who was
All
that?
good.
Jake Break Bill. No, I haven't scraped the residue from that sticker off of my window yet.
Uh, and my man said, "Will we have another national lockdown?" That's from Roger.
Hey, Biden said he wanted to give us another 6 weeks hard lockdown. So don't be surprised. And if we start acting a fool during the midterm and we start getting these criminals out of there, oh, that national lockdown will be here quick, fast, and in a hurry. But it'll be up to us to say no. Man, you can only push people so far, man. You can only have these fucking masks on our kids and having us, you can't go here and can't go there so long. I hope we got some of that left. I hope we have some of that old America left, some of that World War II era America left, that got us here. I sure hope we do, because if not, we will go quietly into the dark, man. And unfortunately, a lot of clear-minded, sane people will get pulled down with those fucking idiots.
All right, and this Mama Bear, she said, "Joe, asked him why Cali comes here and ruin my stay.
You know,
No.
it's just fucking dumb people. You know, that's fucked up. You're leaving for a reason and you're taking that reason with you to turn the place you're going into the thing you left. It's just fucking it's dumb. I don't know. I can't speak for those idiots. I wouldn't do that. If I went somewhere, I would gladly adopt their rules and regulations because that's what drew me there. I would, yeah, if I moved to like Texas or some shit like that, hey, give me a holster so I can open carry. I already got the truck. I'd fit right in. You wouldn't even notice.
Hell
It'd
yeah.
be what you call a seamless transition.
Hey Bella, how you doing? Thank you for joining the channel tonight. B Duncan, he was shot by the 30K. Thank you for joining the channel tonight, brother. Let's see here. Anybody else got any more questions? I want to make sure I get everybody. You welcome. You welcome. All right. Anybody else got any more questions before I wrap this up with my man? Because y'all know Jericho is very, very busy. All right. So I will give y'all one. I'm gonna give y'all like about a minute to see if there's any more questions. Okay,
Let's
I'm
hear them.
waiting. All right,
Dig
so
deep.
I guess there's no more questions. So with that being said, y'all need to go to www.jerichogreen.net. My homeboy got his own website now. I know a lot of people ask or probably been wondering, well, why Jericho only comes out with his videos a little later than usual now. Well, you got to go on the website first. Now, what's cool about Jericho's website, because I promote him because he always promote me, is it's $3.99. You get exclusive discounts on merch. You get do everything before everybody does. He gives you shout outs and everything else if you know about certain things of what's going on and what he got moving forward. Now, if you want to see Jericho clips, because you can't wait to get to the website because you're having a bad day with the connection, go to JG Talk. All right.
Yeah, on
Over there
Instagram.
on Instagram. I follow him over there. The man clips is amazing. I don't know who Jericho clip guy is, but damn it, when I get to that point, I'm trying to get that guy. That guy got his clips on fire.
Oh
And
man. Hey, shout out to my man Biz. He's a dude. I used to work with him at a radio station around here back in like 2004 to like 2009. That's my boy, man. But yeah, man, I just sent him the video and he does what he does, man. That shit is, he makes it hilarious, man. And then the clips, he has clips on there to back up what I'm saying, or headlines or whatever. This is real shit. And hey, that's my boy. But yeah, you're right, man. JerichoGreen.net. I'm on Rumble now.
yep.
So Jericho Green on there, no space, just Jericho Green together. Hit me up on Rumble, give me a follow over there. Yeah, man. And then I put all my shit on Rumble and my website first. So, you want it hot off the press? Come on over and check it out, man. Appreciate it.
And,
Again, thanks for having me, bro. This is great.
hey, anytime. And also, I want to make sure that you know, Jericho, I got two podcasts now. I got one for Joel's Crime Stories. I do the whole crime story about crimes that people might have forgot about or recently happened. I tell my side of the story, how I see it. And, I just put it on the podcast. Also, too, I got the Conservative News and Views podcast on all major podcasts now. So this show will be on that as well. All right. And not to mention too, you know what to do with this. If you want to chop this up and use it, I don't care because we like brothers. I always tell you, you can use any of my material. I don't care. That just helps me out, man. I ain't even gonna lie. So either way it goes, just check me out there. Everybody already knows about that, and hopefully, man, me and you can link up again before the end of next month sometime because I know we both busy and we both trying to promote our channels. And congratulations once again, bro. You went over 300K now, right? Am I correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
302,000 now.
yeah. So yeah, y'all congratulate Jericho on that. That's a major accomplishment. When I found
Thank you.
Jericho was 95,000 subscribers. I was
Oh,
like,
man.
who the hell is this guy? And next thing I know, this man done blew up to 300,000. And not to mention too, another shout out to my boy, Black Conservative Perspective. I tried to get him on here tonight, but he was busy. He just got the 200,000. And I'm happy for him too. That just lets me know that the word is spreading, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna continue to, get game from all you guys. I'm slowly growing. I ain't worrying about it. As long as I can keep everybody entertained and keep y'all guys that have a chance to come over here and let your hair down. Because I know y'all get tired of these other big channels where you got to watch what you say, what you do. I don't give a shit. This is my channel. Hey, half of this shit anyway gonna be for members only after I get through because we cuss so damn much. But it's worth it because you get a good product. You get real talk, man.
I appreciate it, man. I have a good time every time I'm on here. Of course, let's do this again. Because, if for nothing else, just to see how this fucking Afghanistan shit continues to unravel. So, hey, man, you know how it is. You send me an email. I'm here. I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who's in the chats. I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
All right, man, and tell the family to stay safe, man. We can't wait for you to come to Georgia because we sure gonna cook your country ass meal. I hope
Hey,
you
man.
gonna have your exercise schedule set up.
Hey, man, I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm telling you,
All
man. I'm gonna
right,
hold you to it. If I see my brother, I'm hooking up with you for sure.
all right, brother. All
All
right,
right, man.
man.
You take care.
You too, bro. Much love.
Peace.
All right, peace. All right, guys. So that's the end of me and Jericho for the night. I appreciate everybody coming out. Once again, I had this video up for the next 24 hours. After the 24 hours, if you're not a member of the channel, you are gonna have to uh subscribe to see the video. All right. So with that being said, 24 hours for that. Or if you don't want to look at it, you just want to listen to it, it'll be up tomorrow morning sometime on my main channel on my podcast. Again, I hope everybody followed me tonight that was new in the chat. Or if you haven't, check out all my playlists, all my videos. I speak the truth. We keep coming with the truth, and I'm telling you, you're going to love every bit of it. We love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. I'm out.